nice of you to join me. I have a walkthrough video here for you today, showing you a memory book that I made using a tutorial from another YouTuber. And the YouTuber that I did the tutorial from was Paul Ford. We're on the same design team, Lisa Horton Crafts, and we've become quite friendly over the couple of the months that we've been on Lisa's team. So hi Paul, if you're watching. And so I asked him if he would mind if I used his tutorial to make a book and then show it to you guys on my channel. And he said no problem, go ahead and do that. So I have had his permission to do this. If you want to go and check out Paul's YouTube channel, I will put the link up there, and I'll also put it in the descriptions down below as well, so that you can see it. And do go check him out. He's got some cracking memory books on his channel as well. He's got walkthroughs like this one. He's also got tutorials on there as well, and they're very good tutorials, I will say. He's very quick, whereas I tend to do everything in real time and then just speed those bits up. He does it, they're very short, sharp and to the point. They're really, really good and easy to follow as well. So yeah, go and check him out. The other bit of information I've got to tell you is the book that I made with a lot of Lisa Horton Crafts products. As I say, I am on her design team. This wasn't a promotional or paid video at all, so this is off my own back, but I just needed to tell you that. A lot of the stuff I've bought myself. I just love them as well, and she's a really good friend of mine. So let's get on with the book. Now, as you can see, I've got an array of different products that I've used. So what I'll do is we'll go through, as we go through the book, I'll show you the products as we go through it, and then that way it makes it a lot easier than showing you everything all in one go. So I'm going to move these out the way and then call on them as and when. So starting with my book. Now I've kept my front cover really plain. I was going to put loads of flowers on it and gems and keys and metal embellishments, but I really liked how the front cover is. Now I've done a bit of a different closure for me today, and I wanted to give it a try. It was a bit fiddly, but I really enjoyed doing it. Now I'm hoping that it is very subtle in so that you can't really see it. Now if I hadn't have inked the edges here in black, you probably wouldn't have even noticed that there was a piece of card that went across, because I've paper pieced, and I'm quite pleased at that actually, because I've paper pieced it within an inch of its life. It's so good, really is. So if I just come up, I'll show you a little bit as we come up. So that's sort of the front cover, and again I thought I'd let the paper speak for itself. Now if you come back down very slowly, this sentiment comes from this stamp set, and this one is called Just Saying Be Happy stamps. So this one is from Lisa Horton Crafts as well. Really good stamp set. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nice affirmations on there, as well as some small little stamped embellishments that you can use as well. Stamped beautifully, photopolymer clear stamps, brilliant. So yeah, so that's them. Now as we come to the front, I've just put one of my little book binding handles on. Now sometimes, and normally what I do is I put a book dangle on there, but I didn't on this one. But it's still very usable, because you can use it once it's in. When you put it into a bookcase or something like that, you can pull it out easily with using this the ring. So no, sorry, my monitor was going to turn off, so I just had to stop there. So then this is the back. Again, I've paper pieced that. and I just loved this paper. It was just so interesting. So on the back, I have a bit of a confession to make. This paper piece here, I didn't cut long enough. So that's why I've put some circle punches over the top there, so that hides that part there. So then we come on to the closure. Now if I put it down there, you might be able to see. Now I've left it so that there's quite a lot of room to grow in our book. So if you add photographs and bits and pieces like that, because photographs, they will make your book thicker. So I've left enough room for you to add them photographs in. Now what I've done is I've used some lobster claws and some grommets that I've cut into some card, which is here. This then is our closure. Now I could have made it smaller, I could have done that, but I quite liked that idea. I thought it was quite nice. So, and then I've just used some metal, some charms and things like that are on some chain, just to add a bit of interest there. So I've got some enamel flowers, some pearls, these are corduroy bubbles. I've used some gems so to add a bit of sparkle, some beads and things, so it just adds another element to your book. So as I say, they're on lobster claws, so they're easily taken off. Again, you just need to pull the lever down. Oh, I'm trying to do this back to front, so it's there we go. So as we turn over then to the first page, now I will say my book is a little bit different to Paul's. I wanted to add my own little flair to it. So in the front here I've used, now this is the Butterfly Flourish die from Lisa Horton. So with this we've got a so you've got the decorative butterfly there that cuts out, and then you can add this part here to create your layer. So as you can see, the butterfly, the decorative butterfly is cut out in paper, and then behind I've then done a shadow type effect with the some black cardstock. So in with you also then get this little strip of metal here. Now that is so you are able to cut the whole butterfly out, because this bottom edge along the butterfly here is not a cut edge, that's just a plain edge, so it doesn't cut. So if you want to cut that out of your card, then you would just need to put that little strip on. And then in with these decorative butterflies all layer up onto the border as well, so you can have it really 3D. But if you don't want to do that, you can then use these individually. So again, these here are your layers, so, or is it matte? I can never remember. So that's your back piece, so to speak. So if you want to layer it like I have here, you will need this piece here. So that then just gives a nice border around your die. Okay, so then you can cut it out, and you will see a bit further in the book those particular dies all in action. And then you get two others that are decorative, and then one really tiny one here. I love the little tiny one, that's one of my favourites. So that is the Butterfly Flourish die. And you will always know Lisa's dies because they will come in this olive green colour, and they're Teflon coated, so they release easy, very easy actually. You hardly get any tiny bits that you have to keep poking out, they do come out. So that's the first page. Now what I've done here, you might have spotted down here, this make a difference sentiment, that is the Wordage Sheets. Now you get 12 sheets of these in 2 designs in 3 colours. So you will get 12 of those, and they are so handy. I can't tell you how handy these are. There's different sentiments on each one, so they work really well. Now, as you can see on mine here, I coloured mine. This was the white one. I coloured using some Jane Davenport squid ink ink pads, and so they are very inkable. This vintage brown I tend to use archival on, so that I can get a deeper or a lighter colour, and that works really, really well. I love them really so much. And again, if you wanted to, you could colour the white of the text in your own colourway. So there's lots of scope to use those, and they're so easy. All you need to do is trim them out, and you've got a ready-made sentiment. And also good for cards. You can use in mixed media, in your journals. So there's lots and lots of scope for those. And then these ones here, they were just these are just a little flipped book that I've added there, and I've added 2 of those. And there's that lovely butterfly pattern again. So moving on to the front, first page, I've created a belly band, and I've also used another of Lisa's dies, which I haven't got with me, but this is called the 4-point bloom die. You also get the 4-point bloom stamp, which is, if I bring it up, you may just see it in case you didn't know. So if you can see them lines on the flowers, that's the stamp, and they look beautiful. And I've stamped them in Distress Oxide, so you know, they really, really are lovely. And then I've just added, now unfortunately these are out of stock at the moment, but I'd sort of done this before they were out of stock. So as of today, the 25th of May, they are out of stock. So give it a couple of weeks, they might be. So I've used the nested flag dies, and that they work. They're beautiful. One of my favourite dies. And I've just made a tag with it, and then this is just a metal embellishment that I had in my stash. So as I say, I've made a belly band, and then this comes this can come on and off. As you can see, it all moves off, and then I just cut out a part of an element from the papers, and then I've had these policy ring holders that hold then the flap closed. So that's the flap there, and then you can put in another photo mat in there, but as I say, I haven't got that far yet. So you can just do that all up, and then that keeps that closed. So going on to the page number 2, again there's that belly band, and then these are the butterflies that I was saying about. You would see them later. So what I've done here is I've cut them out of black cardstock, then I've cut out the decorative butterfly, but then what I also did was I put down the outer edge of the butterfly as well, and then that cut me a very thin border that I've been able to stick onto my black layer. And then I've done that for those 2 there. It just gives it a nice 3D look. And there, these are then those, again, those nested flag dies that I've turned into tags. They're just so lovely, these dies, they really are. I hope she gets them back into stock soon. And then this one, I left this plain because I really liked this paper, so I left that plain. Now what I could also do, which I haven't done in this, is down the sides here where my spine is, I could have put some strips of coloured paper, and that would have made that stand out a bit more. So then we come on to the middle pages. Now, because this book has only got 4 pages in, so it's quite a quick book. And again, here are the 4-point blooms with some of Lisa's pearls, flat back pearls that I've used in the centre, and that same butterfly there, and then the nested flag dies. Again, here is a few more of the wordage sheets that I've used, and I've mirrored them so they look, well, they mirrored them symmetrical. Now also the reason why I did that with this one, because I didn't, although it would look nice over here if I'd have put this cluster of flowers here, when I close my book they would have maybe got caught on each other, so that's why I went for one at the top and then one at the bottom when you close them. Okay, so then moving over, oh, and I forgot to mention this page here that I left blank, that is got a metal, a magnet in, so that helps keep that those flaps down. And I've just noticed I didn't decorate that one edge. So then moving on to the other side, so this is near enough the back, this is the back page. Again, it's exactly the same as the front. I've kind of mirrored them again using the butterflies on there with the nested flags, and that's my belly band that moves up and down. And then again on this back page I've used again the 4-point bloom dies and the metal embellishment. I've put a key in there that I had in my stash. Oh, and these are the ticker tape sentiments as well. You can use that's also from Lisa. These again are my favourites. I love them, so I just put laugh often in there. And again with this policy holder closure here. And again the back page is the same as the front, and with some more of the wordage sheets sentiments there, and I've just put them in a rectangle matte sheet there. And then we come to the back, and then as I say, we looked at the back previously. So thank you for watching this very quick video. I hope you've liked it. There is more to come. I've got a few ideas up my sleeve that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be showing you how to do this spine, this hinge system as well. It's really good. That's what helps your pages stay flat, and it's so quick and easy. It's brilliant. So watch out for those videos coming soon. If you want to subscribe to me, please do so. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and then you will get an email into your inbox every time I upload. Come and follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram and Pinterest, so come and follow me on those. I will put the links in the description down below, so just click on one of those and it will take you to one of my pages. Any questions, please message me or put a comment in the comments down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I've seen it. I will also put a supply list of what I've used, so if you want to go ahead and try this book you can do. Anything else? No, I think that is it. Oh, did I tell you the paper pad that I used? I don't think I did. So the paper pad I used was the Prima. So Prima marketing, love Prima paper. And it's Misty Rose. It's quite an oldish one. Well, thanks for watching again, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.